Hi there, so today we're working on my front flower garden again, and I've decided to put an echinacea plant there because echinacea, one of my favorite things. We'll talk about echinacea a lot. It's a beautiful flower, but it's also got medicinal properties as well. So we're going to put it into my front flower bed that needs some much needed attention. So this is the echinacea plant that I got at the greenhouse. Okay, it has a beautiful purple flower on it. Sometimes they call it a cone flower. And echinacea will grow about 24 inches high and about 18 inches wide. So I'm going to put it right smack in between some daisies that I have and some yarrow right in the middle of the garden here. And I think it will be quite happy. So we will do that together. So first of all, we'll get my pail. And we'll take the echinacea out of its bucket from the greenhouse. And we'll just put that in the water so it can soak while I'm digging the hole. So we're going to dig a nice big hole right here for that echinacea plant. You have to make sure that, you know, you're not too close to the house and you're not too close to the edge because it's going to spread, right? So you have to imagine it when it's 24 inches high and 18 feet wide. You have to imagine what's going to be. So a nice big hole. Now again, usually I put bone meal into this hole because that stimulates the root growth. But with COVID, it's been a problem finding bone meal, so today I have to do it without. So again, as we always do, this water is from a bucket of weeds that I had, that I filled the bucket a 1/4 inch of dead weeds, and then a quarter of the bucket was dead weeds, and then 3/4 of the bucket was just plain water, and that gives a lot of nutrients. So we're going to pour a little bit of this in the hole just so that the plant has some good water in there. And again, if you remember from another video I had, a plant always has a front and a back, right? So you have to, this flower is facing this way, that's the front. You don't want to plant it backwards because it's not going to look nice. So I'm going to fill the rest of this hole with some nice water so those roots will be very happy, and with whatever soil is in there. And then I'm going to put the soil that I dug the hole with back in the hole and cover this beautiful echinacea plant. Now this is a perennial as well, so perennials come back every year, so it will make me very happy. So you know my garden bed, I need to build a little trench here because it leaks all over. So then I'm going to take my watering can with same type of water in it. It was from the pail that had a 1/4 of the pail with weeds and 3/4 of it with water, and that was soaking for a couple of weeks. Got all the nutrients out of it, and now we're going to water this echinacea really well. And remember, when you're transplanting, you have to remember that those roots need a lot of water for the first 3 days. So I water them really well for the first 3 days. And I just keep an eye on it and don't let it get dried out, because you know the roots are tender when they're first transplanted, and you want to have success. And if you don't have success, don't worry about it. Try again. It's okay. We don't have to have success all the time. So you can see there's about 4 new buds happening. So we're going to have some awesome echinacea buds. Okay, so that's it. We have transplanted an echinacea plant together. Look how nice. And our last video, we planted the world tickweed together, and he's happy here too. So the front garden, which was completely neglected, looks a lot better than it did before. So to recap, we planted an echinacea plant today. You dig the hole. Hopefully you put bone meal, but with COVID, very hard to find bone meal right now, so I had to skip that step. You soak the echinacea in water before you put it in the hole, and then pour some water in there, fill it up with more water, put the soil back on, give it a good watering, and water it good for 3 days to give those roots a good start. And then keep an eye on it. If you don't have rain for a while, make sure you water them. You water them more than your plants that have been there for a while, because it's a newbie. So yeah, one of my favorite things, planting new flowers in the flower bed. Okay, subscribe, view the videos, share with all your friends, and we will all garden together. Awesome. Have a great day.